great delight.
Good morning, folks. Gonna start out the day with a little short hunt, and I had video from another hunt the other day, but unfortunately it did not work. I used the GoPro, and the GoPro started doing weird video things where it was flickering really bad, and then I didn't realize that and found out later. But anyhow, we're at another spot here. There's a little lawn where these trees are, and we're gonna hunt this little construction site if we can figure out how to get on there. I think we just go around that gate. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, there's no trespassing, then there's no trespassing, and we're screwed. We'll see you in the field. Alright, folks, we moved locations and to a different spot and try and get things zoomed in here and lined up. See if we can see what we can see. Anyway, got a 1227, 1127. It's a good signal. Not good numbers, but we'll give it a shot. See if we can find anything with this bad boy. There we go. I don't know why I turned that off, but there we go. Right in there. I feel it. Yeah, we found it. What did we find? Looks like garbage, but what kind of garbage? It's a jug. It's like a gallon jug or half-gallon jug or something. Little aluminum cap. Oh no, it's not. It's actually one of those little candles. Little cheap Walmart candles. Alright. Well, we're off to the next one. Got it on. Hey guys, got a quarter signal here. We're in a new field. Fingers crossed we don't get kicked out. The other place had no trespassing, so here we are. Got a 1245, 1247. I'm guessing it's a quarter or something right on the surface because there's so much stuff here. This is down the way from my buddy's place and I. And there was a house here years and years ago, and it burnt down. Shortly after I moved into my house, it burnt down. And then shortly thereafter, the shed burnt down. So, oops, sorry about that. Shallow. Let's break this apart, see what we find up in here. There's some ant eggs. Oh, there we go. Found a dime. It's a clad dime, nothing spectacular, but a dime is a dime, guys. Hoover boys call it taco money. But off to the next. Got another signal here, guys. Think it's a penny, but being in this new area, you just never know. So we'll do a live dig, even if it's a penny. Uh-oh, it's seeming like a big target again. I think it's gonna be another pop can. Something big. Might be footage to delete. Yeah, whatever it is, it's pretty big. So, there you go. Got a piece of it coming up. Yep, another pop can. All right, now we know the pop cans are anywhere from silver to garbage, all over the place. Off to the next one. Got a high-pitched dime sound right here next to the driveway. Give it a shot, see what we can find. Not very deep, obviously. Little gravel driveway. There it is. Not a dime, not a penny, but a copper washer. Copper washer for the win. Good sound though. Really high-pitched dime tone. Add that to the junk pile and off to the next. Sounds like I've got two signals here. I'll wait for you. Should just have to click it once and it comes on. If you hold it down, that turns it off. Oh, we'll see what we find up in here. That's okay. It might.
That's 50%.
All right. Well, it looks like we've got a piece of cast pot metal. Could be a skateboard stop. Kind of looks like one. It's got the screw hole and then the bump in the middle of it. Probably another screw hole over here. But that's about it so far. Just scan a little bit right here. So I was picking up multiple targets. It might be part 2 of that piece. Well, whatever it was, it's out now. Oh, I think I found it. Yep, there was a screw in there too. So that was the other sound. All right, let's patch that up. And we're off to the next one. All right, folks, could be a nickel, could be, who knows? On the surface, of course. Try not to disturb the mossy feature. All right, maybe a little bit more over there. And it is tinfoil. Good signal though. It was right there in the gold ring zone. So that sucks. But you know what that means. Off the next. Hey guys, got another high dime or quarter signal. Let's see what we can find. See if we get a signal. Said it was a few inches in the ground there, but when you're up off of the grass a couple of inches, your measurements are all off. So we'll see what we pull out of the rocks. Oops. There it is. Well, would you look at that? Stinking, zinking Lincoln. But I got another penny. Add it to the pile of cash. All 11 cents of it. Off to the next. Hey guys, finally got another signal. Just up to the other one. Gonna see what it is. It's a dime signal. Mid to low, high dime signal. Not very deep, of course. Everything seems to be pretty shallow. Grass is too tall to get any depth, so doing what we can with what we got. And a little bit deeper. There it is. Oh, just a high beeping penny. Stinking Lincoln. 1975. Alright guys, and we're off to the next. Got another low dime tone, possibly a penny, down about 3 inches. Let's see what we come up with here. Got another friend out here that hasn't been out for a while, learning my old VFS machine all over again, and did a little digging with him, so a little bit of time between video or finds. There it is. Yeah, would you look at that? Another clad dime. A lot of junk in here. You got to really pick it out. This long hair is getting on my nerves, man. But yeah, another clad. We're off to the next. Got a high 43 to 45 signal right here, not very deep. Probably a dime or another one of those high pennies. Oh, even better. Label off of power pole, PGE. Oh, let's see, what year was it put in? Or at least when there was this tag put on it. They usually have a year on them. 1971. So, been a while. Off to the next. Another dime signal right in here. A little thick patch of grass. See if we can find her. Not too deep. Cut this out a little plug. Might be something bigger. I was getting some other tones around it, so you know how that goes. It looks like we might have hit some can slaw. I don't know. It's aluminum, but I don't think it's a pop can. Just garbage. So, off and running to the next. Not sure how well you'll see this one, but I'm getting a quarter tone right in here in this high grass. But again, there's a lot of other tones in here. So I might be getting bleed over from something else. Gonna swing you over again. See where it's at. Yeah, it says it's right in here somewhere. Got a little bit of depth to it there. A little slow beat beat. A lot of gravel on this lot. A lot of gravel. Okay, it's large, whatever it is. So it could be another pop can. Could be some metal plate or something. But There we go. There's a piece of something coming up out of there. It says it's still down in there. But we are next to a foundation, so likely it's a pipe. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a pipe down there about 6-8 inches. Rusty old pipe. Got some good tone off of it though. Get a 45, 1245. Consistent, solid, repeatable tone. But we're off to the next. Alright, we're in another section of the jungle. I got a low dime, high penny signal. But it seems to be a large item because there is signal everywhere. So, yeah. There's a big metal item right there. We're not going to dig that. You know what that means. Off to the next. Oh, well, got a penny sound over here in the jungles. Let's see what we can find. A lot of tones out here, a lot of trash. About the closest to center. It might be something a little on the large side. Cut us a decent sized plug. It's right in the gravel driveway, the secondary driveway. Went up to an old shed or garage area back in the day. Okay, right over there. There we go. Yep. Kind of out in the field a bit, and I'm getting a good, sounds like I've got two signals here. Quarter signal right there. I'll give it a little bit of dig and see what we find. You never know. You just have to click it once and it comes on. If you hold it down, that turns it off. Maybe a big chunk of something I'm getting a signal of. Oh, we'll see what we find up in here. Digging up a big root or hunk of metal or something right now. Alright, well, it looks like whatever that we've got a piece of cast hot metal. Sense wire. Could be a skateboard stop. Kind of looks like one. It's got the screw hole and the pump in the middle of it. Probably got a screw hole over here. But that's about it so far. Just scan a little bit right here. So I was picking up multiple targets. It might be part 2 of that piece. Off to the next. Alright. Got a quarter signal here. Had Jeremy try it with the DFX, see what he thought. Whatever it was. The machine's telling him quarter, half dollar. Oh, I think I found it. So I'm thinking quarter. There was a screw in there too. Dime or aluminum. So that was the other sound. And wow, that is hard ground. Let's patch that up. And sounds like it's only a couple inches down. Alright, folks, could be a nickel. Could be, who knows? There we go. On the surface, of course. In the jungle. Try not to disturb the mossy. Not even that, even better. I'm gonna dare say even better. Alright, maybe a little bit Lamborghini, baby. I think. Looks like a Lambo. And it is tinfoil. Good signal.
Got me a nice little
though.
car.
It was right there in the
A little smashed on the roof,
old
but
green zone.
could be a Ferrari.
So that sucks. But you know what that
Next
means.
one. I think I got a solid quarter tone here. Not too far
Sounds
down.
like I've got two signals here.
1245, 1247, that kind of range. Probably clad. Oh, I got boned again. Not a quarter.
Should just have to click it
Piece of
once.
metal of some sort.
If you hold it down,
Almost
that
looks
turns
like a
it off.
bookcase. But yeah,
We'll see.
so much for the quarter idea. We tried. Off to the next.
That's got a high dime, low quarter signal here in the middle of the road.
All right. Well, it looks like we've got a piece of cast pot metal.
Sounds like it's about 3 inches down or
Could be
so.
skateboard stop. Got the
See?
one. Got the screw hole on the bumper.
I'm seeing rust. Not a good sign. That's about it so far.
Just scan a little bit right here.
So I was picking up multiple targets. That might be part two of that
there.
piece. But we're seeing rust. Usually means something like that. Steel conduit. Got a piece of conduit. Why?
Well,
because we conduit.
All right. Well, guys, thought I'd give you the wrap up on the two hunts actually combined. The video, like I said, didn't work out on the hunt at the Springdale school, but we went to a couple of places yesterday. One we found out had a bunch of no trespassing signs that we didn't notice before. So we moved on to another patch that I've been eyeballing, but kind of wanted to get permission to hunt. And it's just a vacant lot. Couldn't figure out who it belonged to, so we just went ahead and did it. There used to be a house there, burnt down. Then mysteriously 2 days later, the garage and shop burned down on the same property. So anyhow, let's go over the finds for the day. And here's what we got. So 2 of these dimes and 2 of these pennies came from the burned out house. And then this is the burned out house stuff. Got a nice little Hot Wheels car, one of those little cheap candles, a button. That copper washer right there was, wow, it sounded like a silver quarter. Rang nice and high, beautiful clean tone, as they do. A little disappointment. I think you saw in the video the little skate stop or something made out of pot metal. Melted aluminum from where the house sat. You saw this, of course, the tag 1971 off of a power pole. Then the school, not sure what parts these are. It looks like one of those old skill saws. There's another chrome piece. The guard that went around the blade, I think, is what this is. Not 100% sure, but pull tab, couple other bits and bobs, a rivet, wire clamp. Not sure what that is. Kind of looks like a bullet case, but at the same time too heavy for one. Little aluminum tube, some other junk, some more melted things. That should be over here. Melted stuff. And that's pretty much all I got out of the school, besides 3 quarters, 3 dimes, and 2 of the pennies. All came from that school. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. If not, then don't leave a thumbs up. I'm just doing this because it's fun and it's cool to see that people actually watch. Don't forget, I got my secondary channel where I moved all the trailer repairs and hobbies and such, and I'm a little more consistent over there right now because it's easier to do hobbies than it is to try and get permissions and find places to hunt over here. People are not quite as forthcoming with giving permission to do things, and especially if you get into some of the older neighborhoods. At the end of the video here, you'll see I got a link, or an address anyway, for my other channel. Go check it out. I've got a couple other projects I'm working on there, and I'm currently working on a project now that I'm going to do a little bit of video on. So take care, guys. We'll see you soon, and get out there and dig.
In the fields of green I roam, with my metal detector in hand, searching for treasures untold in this ancient land. Metal detecting, finding hidden gems. Metal detecting,